bro, I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to lust, you always want to see those people on. Well, not always want to see, but you always see those people on the internet or on social media talking about, oh, you need to quit lust, you need to quit Pornhub and all this other stuff. But once you get into not even just lust, but think about it like this, bro. Like once you've indulged in a certain habit for a certain period of time, whether if it's a bad habit or a good habit, it's gonna be hard to break out of it. Not because it's physically hard, but because it's mentally and spiritually hard because you've indulged in that habit for so long. So it's gonna be harder to break out of it. Because people like to ridicule and make fun of the individuals that indulge in, doing things like corn or doing things like gooning off. And you know what's funny, bro? This is completely off topic. Bro, I didn't even know what gooning meant until like, I don't know, like, I didn't even know what it meant until like a couple of months ago, or not even a couple of months ago, a couple of weeks ago, bro, which is kind of crazy. But you have to start showing sympathy for these people that are struggling with these things, because once you get into it, it's kind of hard to break out of it, bro. And I'm saying that as somebody that's struggling myself, because honestly, bro, like, authentically speaking, like for me, bro, it's like there would be times where it's just like it's like I'm good, I'm chilling, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm on my grind, and stuff like that. But then it's just like I slip into like the lustful habits again, and then it's just like, I don't know, for me it's just like a repeated cycle, if that makes sense. But when I say like show sympathy for people that are dealing with these problems, I do not mean to help encourage these habits. That is not what I'm saying. What I am saying is to don't be so hard on them, because everybody at some point in their life has dealing with the struggle of lust, whether if you realize it or not. And for me personally speaking, like what I'm kind of dealing with is like, how do I say this? It's like I be good, but then sometimes you just be like kind of like craving, not craving, but you just be feeling that need for affection and love, and you just be kind of like, how do I say it? Like, I guess you just be hoeing around and doing dumb stuff. Whether if it be on online apps, whether if it be in real life, and and then I be snapping out of it like, bro, what am I doing? This isn't even like the real woman I'm supposed to be with for the rest of my life. I'm just kind of fucking around, messing around, just because of the fact that I'm just like, it's just ultimately out of boredom and lack of productivity, to be honest. And it's honestly something that you do for like short-term gratification, bro. And it's like I'll be realizing like, bro, I'm not even like, I will never meet this person in my life. Like, our ideals probably don't even align. And it's just like, I guess you could just say it's like short-term gratification in a sense. And I feel like the struggle with lust is more than just like a physical problem. Like, we all know this, but I kind of want to go in depth about it. Like, it's more than just a physical problem, because if it was just a physical problem, then it wouldn't even be something that we would be concerned about or worried about, because it would be so easy to just break out of. But I feel like it's more so of a mental and a spiritual problem, because like, this is a problem that it's hard to break out of once you indulge it yourself into. So like, for me personally, like, honestly speaking, like, bro, there's just these times where it's just like I be good, I be chilling, and then it's just like, I'm focused, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, working, getting money and stuff like that. But then it's just like my ego is just in the back of my head telling me like, go back into lust, go back into your lustful habits again. And whatever that may be for you, whether if it's like, whether if it's woman, whether if it's corn or stuff like that. But it's just like I be chilling, like sometimes even for a few days or weeks straight, and then my ego in the back of my head is just like, bro, go ahead and indulge yourself into these. And I'm like, bro, no. But then I feel like my ego will not overall, but it would end up winning the debate between, indulging it or not. But I know and understand that, I can't be taking these lustful habits with me, because, in order to reach that certain destination that I want to be at in life, in order to get to my desired reality in life, bro, I can't be taking these habits with me. But it's like my ego craves comfort. My ego craves comfort and short-term gratification things. So it's like it's hard to break out of them, because like I've been saying this whole video, it's not just a physical problem. It's a problem that's on a mental and a spiritual plane as well. So it's like I know and understand that in order to reach my certain destination in reality in life, I can't be taking these habits with me. But at the same time, my issue is that my ego craves comfort. My ego craves short-term gratification and just, pleasure and comfort. But honestly speaking, like, I'm not too worried about it because, like, knowing me, you know, I know that this is a problem that I'm gonna eventually be able to conquer, because if there's anything that you should know about me more than anything, it's that when I want something, bro, I'm gonna do anything in my power to get it. Like, when I truly want something, like, I'm talking about, like, in my soul. When I want something truly, I'm gonna do anything to get it, you know. And especially when it comes to talking about my desired reality and where I want to be at in life, bro. When it comes to that, or just anything in general, when I truly want something, I'm gonna do anything to get it. So this is honestly the reason why I'm not too concerned about the issue of lust as of right now, because I know it's something that I'm gonna eventually be able to conquer in the near future. So for me, I know I understand that this is just a temporary problem, but for some individuals, it's not a temporary problem. Because, you know, bro, this generation is so fried, bro. Because I'll be like, you know, watching, or not necessarily watching, but I'll be, you know, sometimes on social media seeing other posts of people and people that are talking about stop gooning or whatever. And then there's just people in the comments that are like, what's wrong with gooning? You know, what's wrong with, you know, busting it? You know, I'm like, oh, hell nah, bro. Because if you're so indulged in this habit that you don't even see what's wrong with it, bro, like, I don't even know what to tell you, bro. Like, that's beyond cooked at that point. Like, isn't that crazy, bro? There's some people that are just so deep into lust that they don't even see what the problem with it is. I'm not necessarily saying it's like a bad thing. I mean, it is. But it's like, it kind of depends on the perspective and the way that you see it. But, bro, it's to the point where some individuals in this generation, bro, like, they deadass don't even see the problem or the issue with gooning off, bro. Like, that is just, bro. That's just, man, this generation is fried, bro. It's like, I don't even know what to tell you at that point. So for some individuals, this isn't even a temporary problem. This is a problem that they're gonna have to deal with for the rest of their lives, because they don't actually understand and see the issue with, you know, watching corner, you know, all the time. But something that I always like to say is that if you're weak, but you actually want to do something about it because it's bothering you too much, okay, that's fine. That's what you should be doing. But if you're weak and you don't want to do anything about it, bro, that's where the problem arises, and that's what the issue is. If you know that you're indulged in a bad habit but don't want to do anything about it, bro, then it's like, I don't even know what to tell you. It's like you're already digging your own grave at that point. But yeah, y'all, I hope y'all understand and know what I mean. I mean, these are just my personal issues and struggles with lust and things of that nature, but I hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know if y'all want to see more videos like these, but yeah, I'm gonna end the video off that. I hope y'all enjoyed, and that's K1, and I'm out.